Mikey's not here. I'm not saying it.
Me neither.
Looks like it's on me then, boys. So I was sitting here
in the middle,
sitting in this circle. This
triangle.
It's just because we're basing out for power.
We got a power stance right now.
There's no tipping this over. And if you do, I guess you can brace up on, because what are we about to do?
We're about to mash, baby.
Oh, that's right. It's time for this week's edition of the Masturbation Chronicles, otherwise known as the Freedom Friends Master Debate. So here's how this is going to work. Are probably better than the other producer on another really popular podcast.
Oh, yeah. Fucking, yeah. I'm fucking wearing that with a goddamn badge of honor. Fuck yeah.
So our producer extraordinaire, probably better than Jamie, is going to give us a topic. And then we're going to lie to you about it for about 30 seconds and go off some tangent about something else.
Or we might talk about it for 30 minutes.
Could be. Depends on what it is.
Yeah.
So, Justin, take it away.
All right, boys.
All right, boys.
What kid stuff do you still enjoy doing as an adult?
Uncrustables.
Had that for lunch today. That is not a joke. That isn't even a joke. I had 2 of them for lunch today. It's called meal prep. Get with the program.
Buddy, I run a game store.
Well, yeah, this is kind of a T-ball for you.
Yeah, where do you want him to start?
I am literally just now in the living where all the shit I wanted to do when I was a kid, I can just afford to.
Well, here, eliminate the game store.
Oh.
Eliminate the game store. You are not a game store owner. What kid shit do you still like to do as an adult?
We still like riding bikes. They're just faster.
Yeah.
I mean,
Less pedals. Yeah.
Which is funny because I'll ride my bike and then I'll do that. I'll sit there and fucking
I
pump my feet like I'm turning the pedals.
Yeah.
I saw a video of you rowing the boat.
Yep. Because
I've done that
I was
too.
rowing next to people rowing on the river.
Yeah.
And that was coming back down River Road. Going up River Road, I was pedaling past cyclists.
Still do it. I mean, it's still like dick jokes. Is that kid stuff though? That's more. You don't really get into dick.
What
jokes,
age of
so,
kid?
What
the
are we
max
finding
age?
as kid
Yeah.
stuff here?
18 and under.
Oh,
You're technically a kid. Legally, you're a kid.
Oh, you're a minor.
That's a very broad.
I was a goddamn adult at 18.
Yeah. You're a minor under.
So let's go.
18 and
Okay,
under,
let's go at 14 years old.
Yeah, we can go with that.
I just said last week I wanted my fucking Tamagotchi back.
There we go. Okay, we're starting somewhere.
What kid shit do I still like? I mean, and that's the thing, right? Is like some of the card games that I still play. I started playing when I was
Well, I initially went to
11 and shit like that. So
I initially went to video games, but video games are now an adult thing. It just so happens that kids also play them.
like you're saying, like literally when people be like, "Isn't that what fucking kids are into?"
Right.
Guys, it wouldn't be the Freedom Friends if we didn't talk about our number one sponsor, Warfighter Tobacco. Obviously, you guys have seen us all smoke them. We're here to talk about a quality product that everybody can enjoy. The great equalizer, as we've called it, the Warfighter Tobacco Stick. And it's not just cigars. They've got humidors, travel humidors, cutters, lighters, everything you need to get started on that journey. So check out warfightertobacco.com and use that code FTFO. Score yourself that sweet, sweet 15%. If you want to know my personal favorite, I'm a 762 Field guy. I like that Sumatra, real nice and even keeled cigar. Great for us beginner smokers, right? And I'm told that these taste even better when you're listening to the Freedom Friends podcast. Now, back to the show. This episode is brought to you by Grill Your Ass Off. It's no secret, we're all middle-aged dudes who love barbecue. Grill Your Ass Off is our main go-to for our spices. That's what we use, man. Whether you're doing burgers on the grill, steaks, or my personal favorite, a little bit of pork belly burn ends, right? They've got you covered on all of that. They also have salsas. They also have seasonings and spices. They got beer salts. They've got everything, man. Check them out. GrillYourAssOff.com/Freedom Friends Podcast, or use the code Freedom Friends Podcast at checkout.
The little skateboards on my fingers.
Full tech deck.
No,
Fucking dude.
Scott was so angered by Tech Deck. He came into my office and was like, remind me to talk about this stupid fucking bullshit on the show.
Well, I saw this grown man
Yeah, that's weird.
who was all proud of his little fucking finger skateboard. I'm like, oh my God. Like, what the fuck is wrong with society?
It's one of those.
I saw one the other day because I saw that one. And I was talking about it, right? It was a little finger bicycle. and he had like a little treadmill, and he was going over all those fucking little things in this little fucking. How fucking stupid, man! Like, is that your hobby? Jesus Christ!
I can't get behind it. Someone's fucking enjoying the shit out of themselves.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Have you seen the
Outside of
the-
my
the
wheelhouse.
fake horse competitions? The fake horse jumping,
Oh, where they're
It's
riding
called
a
hobby
pogo
horsing.
stick? Or-
hobby horsing. That's what it is. Yes,
It's called hobby horsing, and it is.
I would watch that.
I've watched videos of it.
It's the same
And
thing.
it is so it's supposed to be like what's it called, dressage,
Yeah,
which is horse jumping,
Yeah.
the English version
right.
of it.
where you ride around an arena and you jump over the gates and all that kind of stuff. It's that. It's just that they have one of
It's a
those.
horse head on a
It's a horse
broomstick.
on a stick,
Yeah.
and it's just a kid.
No, it's usually adults that I've seen.
Oh no, the ones I've seen are like competitive hobby horsing.
Oh yeah, I've
It's-
seen that, but there are adults that are
Oh.
doing it. They're not kids. They're like, early 20s.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like, I had an interest in. Yes, here you go. Here's hobby. Oh, you're a dude. Stop.
No, this is pretty funny. I would watch this.
The
Look at this. Like,
I-
this is ridiculous.
but look at like the whole setup.
Yeah, there's actually a sport here. Or people think there is. Oh my God.
All right.
I'm not going to show it on screen because these are kids. But
This is
if you Google hobby horsing, it
this
was
is
like
from the
first video.
Associated Press.
Yeah.
2024. It's not even that old.
Yeah. This is
What? is-
Oh, it's German.
Oh,
Okay,
that makes
gotcha.
sense.
Are they not allowed to own real
Okay,
horses?
First off, Germany has some other wild sports that I have watched, and my favorite one. Have you seen the competitive forklift driving?
no.
It's, oh my God, it's as good as it sounds.
Yes.
And it's literally these really high end forklifts, right? And they have to go like pick up like 7-piece statues on a pallet and like go and then like up and on a ramp, and the ramp dips, and then they have to
Oh,
like
man.
deliver it and then race back up and park it on a podium and shit like this. And it's in an arena with like dramatic lighting, and there's packed crowds and all this shit. And I'm like,
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd go.
I'd probably watch that.
There's also
I would try that.
also in Germany, they have a fucking competitive sport for returning shopping carts back to the corral, but from marked distances.
Oh, so you just
And you have to like push it and let it go and try and like,
Do they park cars around it so you can, like, if you fuck up, you
Oh, they
smash
should.
into a car?
but like I was watching a clip of it, and these women that were competing had like frictionless gloves on. So when they released it, it wasn't like sticking to their palms so they could get it straighter. And shit.
So it's
But
like,
yeah, if you
it's
can find the
it's
competitive
it's
forklift driving.
curling, but with the
Or the shopping cart.
shopping carts. Yeah. I like it.
that's how they practice when there's no ice.
Germany also has competitions for like perfectly cutting a pretzel in half.
I've seen
But you're not
that.
allowed to measure?
No,
Like,
you have to
and
cut
then
it
they-
and then they measure it.
and then they weigh it and measure it and shit to see how perfectly
Yeah, I've
centered you
seen
are
that,
and shit.
yeah.
Like,
It's like splitting the G.
yeah. What do I do?
I got
That's
one.
kid stuff.
Remote controlled stuff. I
Ooh.
still dig remote control.
Those are still cool.
Yeah, but see, that's here we go. Look at this.
I can't show this because I'm pretty sure it's copyrighted.
Yeah, you'll get
Yeah.
DMCA'd, but look at this.
These dudes.
So, by the way, so everything they're going to pick up on these pallets, it's in multiple pieces.
Now,
Right.
I will say that they're cheating already because the pallets are perfectly built.
Well, yeah, it's,
There's no pallet in real life that is that perfect.
but that
They're
also means that
Precariously stacked though.
it's the same for each competitor and
Yeah.
stuff. Though. That is also an incredibly high end forklift.
yes.
But like that thing he's picking up right now that looks like a chess piece, those are all separate pieces.
yeah.
And it's all like timed events. You've got to stack them, and then, but the finals are in like
The stapler.
the stapler
cup.
cup. Yeah. But look at the fucking studio setup on this.
Yeah, there's some money behind this.
Like, that's an arena. That's a sponsored arena. Now this is like early stages, so it's not as busy. With the ones where they have to like drive up on the seesaw ramp, and it has to like land, and they still can't drop anything and shit. Like it's
See, I think he's entirely too slow. He could have done that way faster.
yeah, I mean, there's competition for anything, you know.
Yeah.
They have sperm races now.
Oh,
We talked
yeah,
about
we
that.
talked about that. Yep.
I still love that it was the college was the USC Trojans.
yeah, But yeah, it's kid shit that I still do. So things like RC and even like what I sell for like, I don't really think you can be in that hobby till you are an adult. It's just so goddamn expensive. Like,
It's like go-karting.
Well, we go back to RC stuff. I did more as a kid. I always had RC stuff.
It was like a top 3 gift. If you got
Yeah.
if I got an RC, anything, plane, car, boat, it was a
I
top
remember
3
my
gift.
first RC Indy car that did not have the cord attached to it,
Oh.
and it was like
Yeah, I remember the first time I got one that
It
didn't
like a
have cord.
real
it was
remote control
legit.
I was
car.
like,
Yeah.
man.
I think the first
Yeah.
real remote control car I got was that one that could flip over and still drive.
oh yeah.
Oh, I had the wheels
It had
on
the oversized wheels and
I had the one with the tracks that would do that. That was cool.
Yeah.
I think it was called Tracks.
Yeah.
TRX.
with a couple X's.
yeah.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
I can't remember what the other one was called.
I
The one
was-
that had the big tires, but
Yeah.
you could
I always wanted the Gravedigger.
the
with
monster
big
truck.
tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Traxxas as a brand came out when I was like
Yeah.
mid
And they're
20s.
huge now. Like,
And
they're,
yeah, I still like their shit. So, yeah.
they make
Now you get remote controlled drones and all kind. You know.
Well, and, like I got into the gas powered shit, and now that's all done,
yeah.
No, now it's all fucking
better.
lipo.
yeah, which
Yeah.
is way better. Yeah.
there's a store in my mall that RCHQ, and they've got
Yeah.
3 tracks in the mall.
Nice.
And outside,
And,
out back. We were watching them the one day.
Yeah, that's gone now.
Oh, is it?
They just stopped maintaining it, let it get grown over.
Yeah.
But they have a drift track downstairs because you can get remote control drift cars. And I'm like, what the fuck? I can barely make a remote control car go in the direction I want it to go.
Yeah.
Y'all are fucking doing it sideways on purpose. Like this is
Like one of the things that you need while drifting is your ass in the seat to feel what the vehicle is doing.
I would think so.
You know,
Yeah.
like
no. You just need to
like,
look like
do
the
you-
guys from the
like,
National
do you-
Guard, and then you can fucking do it with a remote
Do
control.
you on the remote control ones, like your finger, is that like the front brakes?
I don't know. I don't know what the
Yeah,
drift
I
I
control.
would
look
imagine
like.
it would have to be something like that.
You've got to have some sort of e-brake system.
Yeah.
But the
I-
track they have in their main store is impressive. And fuck me, there isn't a car you can't get a body for your RC car.
yeah,
And they race all sorts of scale and the fucking big ones. But then the number one thing they race is like, it's like the size of like a cassette tape,
Yeah.
like a video cassette
Yeah.
tape. And I think they were telling me that like the scale speed on that thing that you're driving at, the scale speed is like 140 miles an hour that
Yeah.
you're driving that thing around the track at. It's not actually traveling 140
Yeah,
miles an
yeah.
hour, but the scale speed on it. I was like, holy
Well,
fuck.
there's some that are actually go 100.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, no, so every once in a while they'll have
How do you even drive?
for a while on Saturday nights they were doing RC drag races
Fuck.
in the parking lot, and these things were pulling like they legitimately were hitting like 180 miles an hour in like these 80-foot runs
Yeah.
and shit. And I was like, fuck.
Have you seen the ones where they have the guy? It's tethered,
And
it's
they stand in the
a big
middle?
circle, and they stand in the middle, and then they do laps, and this thing's doing like 300 kilometers an
Yeah.
hour as it's going around.
Again, and that's like, God, some of the
What
hobbies in
did-
Europe and the structures
did
they have
the-
built for them are just insane.
Yeah.
When we were growing up, I couldn't afford to get into RC airplanes, but we had the ones that would fly on the end of the string and fly circles. What the fuck were they called? They had a name,
I don't know.
but like you would put this, it was on a pole, and you could control the speed, but it would take off and then it
It
just
would just
fly
do
in-
circles.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't remember what they were called, but
I don't know. I know the first real RC car I got was a guy that was into the hobby, and he had an old car.
Yeah.
So he gave it to me, and then the bodywork had a crack in it or whatever. So I like taped it on the inside or whatever. And it was one of those ones that to charge the battery, it had a trickle charger that you had to hook up to like
yeah.
your car to charge this fucking thing. And it was just like, and I think I got it when I was like 12.
Yeah.
And no 12-year-old needs to have possession of an RC car that goes that fast.
Yeah. No. Well, I had one of the monster truck ones that was gas powered, and every time I would take it out, I'd break something because it would go too fast.
Yep.
And then you'd break an A arm or break a fucking
Right.
something. And
I've got a buddy of mine that's into RC rock crawling.
Huh.
Which is they set these like
they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
these massive tables up with all of these like crawling challenges,
Yep.
and you have to do it. And I want to just go like kind of fuck with one because I'm like, there's not enough weight in this thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
some of them you can get pretty heavy.
And I'm like, but his are like this big or
Yeah.
whatever,
Oh.
right? And it just looks like a fucking TJ or something.
Yeah.
And he's crawling with it, and he'll post videos of it, and like you can see all the travel and everything
Yeah.
that the arms are doing. And I'm like, but the vehicle's not heavy enough. Like, wouldn't
Yeah.
it like you hit and the whole thing would just
I like when
So I'm like,
I see some of the RC videos, like high quality stuff that guys do, and it actually makes you think twice if it's actually a real vehicle
Yeah.
or RC. Like you watch it and
That's
you're
what
like,
sh-
wow, that.
Well, Logan.
Oh wait, that's an RC car.
Logan showed me a picture or a video of this Jeep that like hit a sand dune and like landed and like fucking. I'm like, that's an RC car. It looked so real though. He thought
Yeah.
it was a real Jeep.
so
But have you seen the 8th scale tanks that
yes,
are made out of metal?
So I
Oh.
went
Oh.
to when I was in film school, an hour and a half away in Virginia is the National Tank Museum,
Oh yeah.
and it is the largest private collection of tanks in the world.
I think we went there.
Well, so in there,
Yeah.
there is a 1/8 scale city battlefield for tanks.
Oh, we didn't go there.
Mm-mm.
And it's massive. And we went up there and filmed it in VR.
Yeah.
So we filmed it with 360-degree cameras. And what we did is we pulled the commander hatch.
Mhm.
The guys removed it, and we just set the ball camera on there. So we were filming it, and they had all these things, and they had so it was all the laser combat.
Right.
And if you hit it enough, it disables the thing. But they had the recovery vehicles that would go out there and bring the tanks back and all this shit. And I was talking, and there's a pro shop for it. So you can go in there, and I was like, this is fucking dope. And I went in there and saw the price tag. And I was
Yeah.
like, it's not that fucking dope. I was like, Jesus.
Like one of
Christ.
those 1/8 scale metal tanks. They're like 8 and 10 grand,
Jesus.
but they weigh like 250 pounds.
Wow.
You'll see guys
Like, it's-
riding them like skateboards.
It's fucking.
They're like
shit.
standing on them,
Yeah.
driving around. with them and
Yeah,
stuff like
they're
that.
cool.
They're dope. And I was like, but at the same time, like, it's probably all these guys are into. And
Right.
it's,
Some hobbies get really expensive really quick.
Yeah.
I remember I went down a YouTube rabbit hole one night of a dude that was building his RC drift car, and he went so detailed that he like painted the guy in the driver's seat and then attached an arm and had a pneumatic like trigger on the controller that would trigger the e-brake that the arm was attached to, and he had a little micro camera in the passenger seat, so when he would pull the e-brake, it would cut to the inside of the car and you'd see the little driver just go whoosh and pull his arm back. And I was like, that's so sick.
Yeah.
And it was the definition of like, nah, I'm doing this just for me because
Yeah.
I know it's there.
Well, like RC airplanes, I love them, right?
Oh, yeah.
But I go down the rabbit hole of watching RC airplane crashes.
Oh.
Oh my god, especially the
They're
jet powered ones.
Catastrophically awesome.
Yeah, where there's like actual fireballs when they hit the ground and shit. I'm like, this is cool.
Yeah.
Because there's like 50, 60 grand that people are fucking
Yeah.
wrecking.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. Yeah. And then somehow the RC airplane ones where they fly them and they're like the stunt planes
That's
and they're like touching the tail on the ground.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's
How fast those things move.
Steve Dixon has several RC airplanes,
Yeah.
cool.
like the really high end ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. How fast those move and how controllable some of those are. I mean, those guys they're good at what they do.
I don't know if you can get a real airplane to have the same power to weight ratio. Maybe some of those stunt planes, but I've never seen a real plane like come down and touch the tail, and fucking do that kind of shit. I don't know if it's got to be a power to weight ratio.
Well, that, and I think if you touch the tail on a regular airplane,
It's real bad.
yeah, like
well, yeah,
it's
but-
made out of popsicle sticks and duct tape.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But like some of those Red Bull Air Race aircraft,
Yeah.
those things
Those
have to
They
be-
break physics. A
But
lot of those ways those things turn and shit.
Yeah.
It's like that can't be.
But I guarantee you somebody could do that. It's just whether or not that pilot chooses, because he's
Yeah.
like a fly hits my fucking propeller and I'm dead. Like the smallest little thing can go wrong at that point, and now it's
Yeah.
my life, not in our.
But you're only falling 6 feet down. Like you're probably going to be okay. But watching those Red Bull planes, they have the G meter. You
Yeah.
ever watch
Oh,
that?
yeah.
And they're hitting like 10 and a half G's, fucking going around these corners. It's awesome to watch.
There's that one chick that flies one of those Red Bull race planes,
Where she bounced off the water.
and she puts a lot of her stuff out, and she'll pull those G's, and you'll see her, and she'll sit there, and you'll watch her like throw her head to the left because she'll pull, which is going to throw her whole body to the
Yeah.
right, and then you watch so she centers back up, but then like all of her face still goes and like comes back and shit. You're just like,
I just watched one of those Red Bull videos of they took the plane and they put rock climbing
Oh,
things
yeah.
all over the wings and stuff, and the guy had to exit one side, crawl under the wing, over the whole plane, on top of the wings, and then come back down underneath the other side of the wing. And then he finished and fucking skydived out. But
and then what,
that's awesome.
fucking base jumped.
yeah, base jumped.
I think it
essentially.
took him like 3 or 4 attempts to complete the
Yeah.
circuit that they set up. Like it was a course,
Yeah.
and he had like certain handholds he had to
How do
touch.
I get that job? Of the dude that's sitting at Red Bull and they're just like, hey, you need to come up with whatever we're
You
doing
know
for
what's
the next
funny?
fucking video.
The
And it's
majority
like-
of those dudes at Red Bull are mid 30s to early 50s.
Yeah.
It's the only way that they have enough experience
Yeah,
to be able to
exactly.
do
a lot of
what
those
they're
Red
doing.
Bull athletes too that their videos get put out and stuff like there's that kayaker. They drop him in the river like in the middle of a city, and then it turns into like stage 5, and then he like rides it off a fucking waterfall and then like finishes in like a lake or whatever. But there's all this wild shit, and you look at it, and a lot of them are like, oh, they send him Red Bull in a jersey.
Eh.
They're not getting paid. Like these aren't like
there's one I saw. This dude is a Red Bull dude. He was the first person to successfully ski down from the peak of Mount Everest. They climbed all the way up, put his skis on, was like, peace, and skied down that fucking bitch.
Whoa.
Yeah. I was like,
the ghosts that are stuck up there from the fuckers that are died. Like, are you
yeah.
fucking kidding
Like,
me?
imagine you got a dude that's like hiking up, like literally on the verge of death.
And you got a guy
And this
just hitting
dude
the
just
slalom
like,
on the
"Have
way
a
down.
good day." On the way down.
So-
It was-
oh.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so apparently half the stunts that happen are pitched by the Red Bull athletes. So I guess when they
Hey,
get,
we have this idea.
yeah, they're just like, hey, I'm a BMX rider. The one I saw, there was one dude that was on a train and was jumping from car to car
But
it was moving.
he never changes position.
He stays in the same spot.
So the train is coming through and
Yeah.
he's riding counter to it, and then he like bunny hops off the end and like lands on the pad on the train track.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was like, holy shit. Or that Red Bull pilot that landed a plane on the helipad of the Burj Khalifa,
Yeah.
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 which I don't know if you knew this, but they're supposed to have runways.
It's that landing pad is the size of a tennis court.
And he just literally went, boink, and just like set it down on it. And it was like, he makes like 3 passes at it because he goes and he's got a little too much airspeed. So he kind of, then he loops back. But when he does it, he just like damn near stalls the plane and then just goes, dink. And I'm like,
But there's some guys too that have gotten in some serious trouble for some of these stunts.
Yeah.
There's pilots that have lost their licenses, been barred from flying, and all kinds of stuff. They're
I think the one was where they jumped out of the plane and then went back into it.
Oh, they were.
But
were,
they couldn't get back into one of the planes, and so the FAA deemed it an intentional crash, which is a big no-no.
you're not supposed to do that.
And then they pulled his licenses.
Well, I don't know. I
So
don't think-
they had 2 planes, and the pilots, their plan was to
Switch.
jump and switch planes and then take off.
Oh.
And one guy missed,
Yeah.
and the FAA was like,
Oh,
"This would have been really cool if you fucking nailed it, but you didn't. So
and you crashed the plane.
no more flying for you, sir."
I'm tracking.
But that is one thing that I got real into like watching. I was never a good skateboarder. I loved watching it as a kid, X Games and all that shit. I still on now because it's not as big on like broadcast television. They do a lot of it on YouTube. Is like a background thing. I'll throw on like
Why don't you do that anymore?
because my body will be severely
Hey,
injured.
guess what? You still have 2 fingers, buddy. Come on.
You know what, Scott?
You can get into it.
It's a great point.
Yeah.
It's
You're a
great
grown ass man. Use
I
those 2
found a-
fingers.
point.
I found a Facebook page that's literally dedicated to people that skated as a teen. And now they're like, so it's like new skaters over 35 or something like that. And it's all these dudes that are like, I skated as a teenager. I haven't skated in 30 years. I bought myself a skateboard. And it's just, and I got to give it to them because it's dudes just like in their driveway, like trying to learn how to ride their skateboard again.
Yeah.
And you just see these dudes that are like our age, just fucking
I remember how bad it hurt
getting
when I fell
fucking
then.
destroyed on
I
their
couldn't do it
concrete.
then, let alone now. Jesus.
So
Yeah, it would. My body wouldn't react the same way now that it did then. I'd break a lot more stuff, I think.
fucking, if I like,
If I sleep
and we
wrong-
because you've all done it where you fucking like you think you have it and the board gets out from underneath you and you just fucking
Yeah.
go like, yeah, fuck. And like if I did that, I'm down for 4 days.
Right.
I did it as a teen. I was like, shit. And I just got up and went and got the board
Tried
again.
it
Tried it
again.
again. Like, did it now. And I'd be out there going, help, help. Like,
When's the last time you got the wind knocked out of you?
Oh,
And that fucking amazing yet disgusting sound comes out of your mouth.
Yeah.
it's been a long time.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Fuck.
know. It's probably been
Actually, throw it all the way back when I was training to go into that luchador event.
Oh,
Because I was supposed to get picked up and slammed into the mat, and they're trying to teach me. They taught me how to fall and all that kind of stuff, and they did it the first time, and I fucked it up, and I didn't get my arms back like enough,
I was just like, wow.
so they just fucking splatted me into this thing, and I was just like, it was just like, and they knew what happened, and they're like, "You good?" And I was like, "Just give me a minute."
Like, why does that? What's like the physical thing that happens? Why does that sound come out of people?
It's
when that-
it's the rapid exit of all pressure in your body coming out, like it just. But
that is one of those things that will always make me chuckle.
Yes.
Someone that, and I don't know why, but people throwing up, I think is fucking hilarious.
do you follow America's Got No Talent on
No.
Instagram?
Yes.
There's an Instagram page called America's Got No Talent. There's another one called Kids Getting Hurt.
Kids getting hurt, I am familiar.
So America's Got No Talent is the other one, and it's
Kids getting hurt have been falling for
Yeah.
years.
yeah. So I follow both of them, and the videos on there are fucking gold. And after all of them, it's always like, "Mom said he was fine." Because it's not the kids submitting the videos; these are literally parents that follow the page and like, "Hey, I watched my kid get hurt. Look, fucking."
Yeah.
So, getting the wind knocked out of you refers to phreноspasm, a temporary diaphragm spasm caused by sudden forceful impact to the abdomen or chest that interrupts your breathing. This spasm causes your diaphragm, the main breathing muscle, to freeze or contract, making it difficult to inhale or exhale normally. While usually brief and non-dangerous, you can encourage recovery by taking slow, deep breaths, pushing your stomach out to help your diaphragm descend and pulling it back in on the exhale.
So just
You can't do anything in that
Yeah,
moment.
no.
That's why that sound comes out of your
It's like,
body.
hey, you know when you get the NIN doc down and you can't breathe? It helps if you just breathe.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
I think Justin I think we all know when the last time you had this happen to you, right?
oh, that is true. I can't. I was trying to remember. I was just reminded by yeah. Someone tried to fucking kill me.
That wasn't getting the wind knocked out of you. He stopped your heart.
Yeah, that's different.
It took the wind with it. I definitely couldn't breathe. Yeah. That's what I thought it was at first. I was just like, oh, you knocked the wind out of me. And then I woke up. So
I've seen it happen a couple of times. Actually, one of the funniest ones I saw was at Spartan. And they have these it's like a ladder, but it tilts the wrong way. And it's just like 8-foot bars. And you've got to climb it against the angle and then go over the top.
Yeah.
And the guy was almost at the top and missed it and just fell and just flattened right into the dirt underneath it from like 11, 12 feet. And just pow. And everybody was like, "You good?" And you just see him sit there for a while. Then you just saw like one thumb just come up. And I was like, "Yeah, just sit there, buddy. Maybe just do the burpees. I think you're fine." But
Yeah.
yeah, there's some childish shit I still do. I fucking laugh when people get hurt.
Yeah.
it's always funny. Always funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I've made the joke before that almost all of my friends are now nothing more than just children with adult money anyways.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of the stuff that I did when I was a kid that I don't do some version of now.
Yeah. Boobs are still fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were y'all ever into like paintball or airsoft or anything like that?
Yeah.
I would have been. I don't know if it was really.
I joined the army instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a thing when I was.
I did paintball for one summer when I moved to Texas, because there's a group that we'd go play. There's a place down here called Paintball Nights, and once the sun goes down, because it's hot as fuck in Texas, they turn on all these floodlights over this field, and it was all set up with inflatable obstacles, and they had an Alamo, a building you had to defend or attack, and I mean it was pretty cool. And then the paint marker that I was using was the equivalent of like a 240 Bravo machine gun. And so I was just support by fire, and I'm like, I fucking got this. It was really fun.
One of my really good friends is into like really into paintball. And I mean like
Mm-hmm.
follows teams. He was just up in Dallas watching one of the championships.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like
One of the dudes that
And he
played with
plays
us
it-
plays on a team.
he plays at Extreme here. And he's like, you should come out and watch. And I was like, okay, trying to be supportive. So I
Yeah.
got there just sweating my balls off.
I
standing
played.
in this-
I played over there. They have an Alamo there too.
They do.
That
And,
was-
and he was like, we're going to play field ball. I was like, cool. I'll watch this. So, of course, as soon as it starts, like you can see him standing and they've got all the nets up so that, and it's a tight weave net so the balls can't come back through.
Oh yeah.
But as soon as all the players go to play, it's like a 3-acre field. And it's like,
Yeah.
cool. I'll just stand here and
Right.
drink my Monster, I guess. Like, I don't-
Mikey Lane. The last time I played there, Mikey Lane was in town, and he
Oh,
came and
yeah.
played. And I remember this very vividly because we were doing the Alamo. I was defending, and he was attacking. There wasn't an obstacle out there that he could hide behind. So anywhere he went, I was just like whap 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 whap. I'm like, sorry, buddy.
I love the videos of the guys that are playing paintball, and it's the two dudes that like turn the corner at the same time and they just start shooting each other, and
Yeah.
neither one of them taps out, and the next thing you know, both of them are just laying into each other's masks. Just pop, 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 pop. And I'm just like, oh, this is just it's a battle of chicken. Like who's gonna fucking tap first? Like
And I went and watched that game. One of his buddies that he plays with came out. And so they wear a mask and then nothing else. And so he's got this like streak across the side of his head. And he's just like, it kind of hurts like right here-ish. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And so paintballs break better when there's some give.
Yeah.
Like if it's too hard of a surface, they'll kind of bounce before they break. So if you take one to the dome, you get like full impact and then it breaks.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel good.
And he came out and I was like, you good? And he took his mask off and like that one eye was all red and shit. Like you can tell he got hit and it was just like, Jesus Christ. So he comes out and then they look at me. They're like, well, here's some gear if you want to come out there. And I was like, I just watched him get fucking rocked. No, I'm not going to. What's wrong with you? So,
Yeah.
I don't. Kid shit. Am I still fucking? I don't.
I mean, there's kid stuff that I would still do. It's not really like the top of my priority list or accessible.
I still love Dino Nuggies.
fucking
Like I used to water ski and wakeboard and kneeboard like
oh yeah.
nonstop.
I don't know if I consider that kid stuff though.
But I primarily did it as a kid.
Yeah.
And then, I graduated high school, joined the military. I did it a handful of times after. But it wasn't like as often as I did it when I was younger.
From 14 to 17, I probably shot more guns than I do now.
Mm,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Back when it was new.
yeah, well, yeah. And I really enjoyed it.
No.
But
I used to ride a bicycle everywhere, even after I had a vehicle. I still loved riding a bike. I can't tell you the last time I was on a bicycle because now I have one that has a motor.
I still own my bicycle.
Yeah.
Like because I used to ride a lot, and so I still own one, but
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I rode it.
Right.
Again, now mine has a fucking motor in it.
Yeah.
Like if
I used to play hockey a lot. I've done it here and there, but like I have all my equipment. I remember years ago I was looking on getting on a men's league here in San Antonio, and it just time.
down at Northwoods,
Yeah,
that big
off
rink.
1604.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Problem is a lot of the shit that I got into, like when I was a kid, even under 18 and stuff like that. Like I still golf.
I wish I started golfing younger.
It didn't help.
yeah.
I still suck.
I got
I
I
just-
high school. Dude.
I'm glad because
I still love the game. It's
Yeah.
just
I don't get me wrong. I love playing golf. I am not good at it in any way, shape, or
Oh,
form.
neither am I.
But have you ever had any like formal training?
Not one.
Well, see,
I played hockey,
but
but
it would make a difference.
oh, big time.
yeah,
It would.
yeah.
Yep.
Like we talked to Craig. And,
lessons go a long way.
You know, he gets his guys lessons every now and then.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah.
I took 6 lessons. Like it was a gift. Somebody gave me a lesson
Yeah,
package,
yeah.
and I went to 6 lessons, and it did. It helped my game tremendously.
My sister did lessons, and it wasn't even at a fucking golf course. It was indoor.
Yeah.
But it's just the fundamentals, and it drastically improved how she plays.
So, but I mean,
Yeah.
shit, I started playing golf when I was 15.
But like, I'll go do golf lessons. I'll go play golf probably 3 to 5 times, and then life happens, and then I won't pick up a club until the next charity tournament. And everything that I thought I learned,
But-
all I'm going to do is fuck it up even worse.
I don't think I've golfed in 3 years now.
Yeah.
Like it's Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yep.
So.
Golf is one of those things I'm not good at it. I've never had like this like aha thing, but I always have a good time.
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
gone and played golf and ended it and been like, I fucking wish I didn't do this. I'm always like, oh, I'm fucking so
Yeah.
stoked for
Now,
the
if you start taking lessons, then it'll change that.
That's true, yeah. Just
Then you
blissful
get done and you're like, man, that sucked.
You can end up taking lessons and learn a lot of the fundamentals and stuff, and then it gets in your head because you're thinking
Yep.
too much about it. My game really started changing, and I started playing. I'm playing better now than I ever have, but it literally got to the point to where it was just I slowed everything down by probably 30%,
Mhm.
and then
It's not about power. It's about technique.
and even then it was like stop overthinking it. Like I started swinging with just landmarks.
Mhm.
So it was just like, okay, backswing, that's where it needs to be. Forward, this is where it needs to be, and that's it. Like all the rest of the paying attention to,
Mhm.
oh, am I digging? Am I this, that? And I was like, yeah, I'm not fucking doing all that. And then just like, well, it's a shorter iron, so I need to be shifting to this. I'm like, yeah, fucking. I have two swings. I have a wood swing and I have an iron swing,
Yeah.
and that's
I have one swing.
And
and I don't know which one it is.
and so it's
It's a putt.
Yeah.
a lot of it is just letting the game go.
Right.
You can overthink it, and as soon as you start realizing that you're not getting paid to play the fucker, like you are paying to be on that course.
I have never lost the fact that golf is strictly for me to have fun.
Yeah.
And
If it turns into anything else for me,
I'll never.
I don't want to do it anymore.
it's awesome. And you know, I like going with my friends. My wife plays, and I like playing with her. And it's no, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as Jack can fucking pick a club up,
Same.
I'm gonna be like, fucking
Same.
going on scholarship, baby. Fucking let's go.
I just wanted it as selfishly as to be like, oh, we're gonna go practice.
Yep. The only downfall to loving to play is where we live, because there's.
yeah.
I'm sorry, but I don't give a fuck if it is a 6 a.m. tee time. Golfing in the summer in Texas is fucking brutal. Like it's just
There, you can get some tee times in Arizona in the summer for like $6
yeah.
because yeah, good luck. It's 120 degrees
Yeah.
out.
It's brutal. There's some courses here that's like, dude, you can come at an early morning tee time, play 18 with a cart for $24. And I'm like, yeah, with free heat stroke. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm fine.
It's the only time I think I could justify getting one of those like little umbrella hats where it's,
Yeah,
it
it's
just like
just-
sits on the forehead and it's just a little
Fucking
umbrella.
hot, dude. But like last time we played together, we went and played that. We played that charity tournament,
Yeah.
and we lucked out because it was overcast all day.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was overcast and a little breezy, and I was like, this golf weather right here.
I think it like drizzled for like 15 minutes, but it was actually like, oh, this is actually really nice.
Yeah.
Like I'm digging this.
I played really well that day. I was really happy with my game that day. But yeah, fuck. I mean, the problem is I've been a lifelong nerd, so it's the shit I was into when I was young. I'm still doing now. Like it's
Yeah.
I can just afford it now.
Yeah.
Well, and I think our generation of being a kid brought with us all of the like video games, right? Like that was kind of our generation. I mean, there was Atari,
Yeah, there was-
saw
there was
'em all.
Atari,
Yeah.
right? But like Nintendo was my generation, and so like I can see where we just
Nintendo,
never grew out of
Sega.
it, right? And you know, I think there's a lot of things kind of like that where it just, you know,
Because I think right around the time, like 16 to 20, was like the big jumps in the game systems. Like the Xbox 360 came out, and everyone was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, but I mean, like we saw Nintendo come to market,
Yeah,
like the original NES,
Yeah.
and then we saw the Super Nintendo.
And then-
We saw Sega. Like we saw all of
64,
like we
all
we
the-
we saw the invention of 64-bit gaming. Like, and then all of a sudden, games weren't all side scrollers; they were 3-dimensional worlds and all this stuff. Like we saw all that happen.
What do you mean? Zelda wasn't 3-dimensional in Nintendo?
I meant where you could. It's the other thing is our generation was weird, right? Because like it was a lot of the old school stuff of like where all the bikes were outside of a house. That's where all your friends were,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I mean, the 90s.
One thing that
The 90s was wild for our generation because it wasn't the whole like here's my toy set and stuff. I mean, it was like mall hangouts and
Yeah.
parties and like our generation kind of got into.
There was a lot of change.
It was a
in
lot
a
of
short
change.
amount of time.
Well, I feel like that,
Well, and a lot of our stuff was more what like late high school and college kids were doing. All of a sudden, our generation was doing it like 12, 13,
Yeah.
14. Like
Yeah.
it was just happening so much earlier.
well, and then like, we went through I'm sure all of us went through the toy phase, but we were still of that generation where we hit a certain age and your friends would be like, oh, you're doing baby shit, or, what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I don't remember what age that was, but like when you're playing with G.I. Joes or He-Man or whatever, and then all of a sudden one day your peers are making fun of you because you're playing with fucking toys.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. That like,
And that was about the same time the Nintendo came out.
yeah.
And-
Well, then it was just so rapid. It was like
yeah.
all of a sudden I was in second, third, fourth grade, and it was GI Joes and stuff like that. And but then it was all of a sudden like
Now
you and
it-
your friends watched some movie that you probably shouldn't have, and now like all
Yeah.
your behavior's changing.
Yeah.
The music we had access to completely changed.
Now
Like,
I need
it
to go
was-
to Hot Topic to get a chain wallet.
Yeah. Right? Like it was
Yeah.
just like
Did y'all experience the parental advisory? I've heard a lot
Oh,
about
yeah.
that.
Oh, the
like
Tipper
when
Gore
it,
thing?
yeah,
I remember all of a sudden.
I
that shit.
remember. So in Massachusetts, there was a CD store and a comic book store called Newbury Comics. And I remember going in there trying to buy a CD,
Mhm.
and they wouldn't sell it to me because it had a parental advisory label on it, and I wasn't old enough.
Yeah.
Like,
What was the age? 16? maybe?
Well, what's wild is that it
Well, I
wasn't.
don't even
It,
know.
it's not actually an age restriction.
No.
thing. It was just a warning. But somehow, I remember when it happened.
yeah,
Because and all of a sudden, like Walmart wouldn't sell you
Mhm.
CDs
Yeah.
or tapes or
it
whatever.
was crazy. And then
Uh,
now you look, and it's just like,
Yeah.
really? I couldn't buy the fucking CD. I couldn't buy Dre 2000. You
Yeah.
know, like, come on.
But then, but we still had all the old stores that were around. So, like, you go to the mall and go to a Sam Goody. I remember buying tapes at Sam Goody on those giant plastic fucking safety
Yeah.
rack things.
Yep.
You were like walking up with this giant,
like this
it's like this
big.
fucking long, holding the tape.
A small ladder. Yeah.
And they'd have to pop it open and give it to you. They didn't give a fuck.
No.
You could have walked in there at 9 and been like, this is just a recording of porn on a tape. And they were like,
whatever,
"Yeah,
give me money."
fucking good. Give me your $8.
Yeah. I remember
And,
not being able to buy 2 Live Crew,
Wow.
but I mean, that
Yeah.
was pretty crazy. And then I also remember my mom chewing my sister out for listening to her bad music. And I remember distinctively, it was Pour Some Sugar on Me.
By Def Leppard?
Or it might have been Cherry Pie. It was Cherry Pie.
Okay.
By Poison, I think, right? I think. But my mom's like, those lyrics you just don't need to be listening to that. My sister was probably 15 at the time,
It's just,
right? And it was a big argument for like a week, I remember.
that's
Like,
funny.
yeah, it was crazy.
I remember going into non-Blockbuster video rental stores,
Oh,
And
yeah,
they-
like privately owned ones?
and they had a curtain
Yeah.
with the XXX room, and it was always like, I wonder what's back there.
Doing that thing where you're trying, because they didn't close the curtain quite.
You're just trying to
You're
peek
like-
through. God. One thing from when I was a kid that I still do today, I use the internet because the internet came around when I was a
Yep.
kid. It just popped up one day and I was like, oh shit, this
Yeah.
is
I remember
Cool.
all of a sudden the internet became a thing, and it went from like nobody had a computer to all of a sudden like
everybody.
it was like somebody in the neighborhood got the first one,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden everybody fucking had one.
Right.
And I mean, fuck, I think I got my first email address when I was like 8.
I had an AOL email address.
I had a Yahoo email address.
Wow.
Yeah. It's still active.
I still have my Hotmail one. It's MSN, but I still.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember all that. And then fucking,
I have like 2 emails that I remember the email address, but I no idea.
oh, mine was
Password
super. It was
or
just, yeah,
anything.
it was literally just, it was so fucking simple. Because at the time, nobody had them. So you didn't have to get like all creative.
No,
like
not
you could
at
just be
all.
like, you could literally just be like bob@yahoo.com. And that was
Like,
your
here you
fucking
go.
email. But yeah, that was, and that's what's weird about our generation is it's trying to figure out like what's kid shit that you did. And it's
I
like,
think it just evolved into adult shit now.
Yeah, like none of it-
everybody does it, right? Like, yeah.
well, now I see full blown adults doing shit that I'm just like, that is kid shit. Like, we sell it and I fucking hate it, but it makes me money, sort of. But like,
The little skateboards.
no, this, like this fucking Pokemon phenomenon where it's just
Right.
like, I'm like, you're a grown ass man and you're
never
trying to
got in.
throw down with me over Pokemon cards
Yeah.
because I won't sell you my entire inventory.
Yeah.
Because you're just trying to go scalp it. Like,
Yeah.
so no, because I still have 8-year-olds that come in here and want to buy fucking packs of it. Like,
Yeah.
Shout out to you though. Like that's wild that grown adults are just like fuck these kids with the game that's designed for kids.
yeah, because they're all like, well, I'm going to go
Yeah.
flip it. Or these same ones that are going into Walmarts and Targets and getting in fist fights because they're trying to clear shelves and shit. And it's just like,
Wow.
that is a cartoon on a piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
Like,
We got bullied, like when it became like, hey, you're doing baby stuff or kid stuff. That was bullying. And it was there for a reason.
Yeah.
well, that's what's hilarious is now,
Bring
like,
it back.
in all the nerd shit is now just like taken over. And I was bullied as a kid because I was into fucking comic books and D&D
Right.
and like all this shit as a kid. And it was the whole like, this is the shit you're into. This is fucking weird. I'm like, oh, okay. Now it's just like
Right.
the pop culture standard. Like everybody's into it. People have it tattooed. People are trying to fucking make their livings off selling Pokemon cards and flipping this and that. And I'm like, it's movies and all this shit. It's
I'm pretty sure I still have some random die that I have from when I was in like, probably 8th grade.
Some random what?
Die, a bunch of random sided
Oh,
die from like
yeah.
D&D and games like that. I'm gonna have to look through, and if I have them, they'll be donated to the store. They're just sitting
We
in a
have
box
a-
in my garage.
we have
so-
it's actually been pretty neat since I've opened the store. There's been a lot of guys that have come in that are our generation or the generation before us and stuff like that have all of their gaming shit from like the 70s and 80s and stuff,
Yeah.
and they don't know what to do with it. Or it was like, hey, it was my dad's, he was big into this stuff. Like somebody brought me their dad's entire like 10-year collection of War Games Illustrated from the 70s,
wow.
which is a British publication for historical miniature gaming and shit like that. And it's like, it's a decade's worth of these magazines in a
Yeah.
box. And he's like, I didn't want to throw it away. And I was like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And so now I've been amassing this collection for like the last 3.5, 4 years of all of this like history of nerd shit that back then everybody was like,
Right.
you're so fucking weird. And now I'm like, I'm going to build a tiny little museum in my store of just like,
Right.
this is where all this shit came from, all the stuff that's super popular now. Because now, Warhammer that I've been into forever, and it was this weird fucking what's with your little models and you're doing it, whatever. They released one fucking video game, and now all of a sudden it's, your Space Marines are fucking dope. And I'm like, oh, because they made one shooter video game that you were fucking used to. And now all of us that have been doing it for fucking 30 fucking years
Right.
that you made fun of are, now you're in here, give me your money.
I have a
Like,
kids thing that I used to do when I was probably 10, 11. I used to put models together, like model
Yeah.
airplanes and shit. I can see myself at some point getting back into doing modeling. Like
So
look.
I
at me,
bet
I'm pretty.
you-
No, like like building fucking.
I bet you half the modeling shit I sell is for non-gamers.
Yeah.
It's guys that are just
Yeah.
they built model cars or they built whatever, and now they're looking at it going like, yeah, I want to paint them, I want to build them, I want to have this
Yeah.
collection.
Because I fucked a lot of them up.
And a lot of them are, I like the lore of Warhammer, this whole like 41st millennium
Yeah.
grim dark fantasy thing and these super soldiers and all that kind of stuff. So I'll build them and I'll paint them. The models are neat. And they never play. I met with a guy today who's helping with our big event in February, and he's a competition model painter.
Yeah.
So he goes after this thing called the Golden Demon, and he enters in all these contests, and he's an amazing painter. But he came in to meet with me today because he's making the big like centerpiece structure for the middle of our game in February. And the thing he's building is like 10 feet long,
Oh,
2 feet tall by like 3 feet wide. And it's this giant like fortress thing in the middle. And so we were in like measuring stuff out and all that kind of stuff. And he doesn't play.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't play the game at all. He comes to my store 3-4 times a week. He buys all of his supplies from me. He like helps other people learn how to paint,
Nice.
stuff like
Nice.
no desire to play the game. He's just in it for the modeling aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doing those models when I was a kid, that's when I realized that glue melts plastic.
Yep.
And I was-
It's made to do it.
Yeah.
We
I
sell 2 different types
But
of
the way I applied it when I was young was not the right way.
Nope.
we sell 2 different types of glue, and literally what it does is it melts the edges.
Yep.
And then when you stick them together, it bonds, and then you can.
Mhm.
Now, when you're putting a lot of hours into those models, getting rid of those seams where the pieces come together, does make the final product look better.
Right.
See, I never got to that point. I always got it like it got together, and I'm like, man, that doesn't look right. It's, like all the lines are like crooked.
Trust me, I did it too. Like it's
That and Legos. I can like.
Oh, I'd still play.
I'm a self-proclaimed. I fucking love a good Lego set.
I do too.
Yeah.
Now I want to get like the big ones.
because you can afford them.
Yeah.
They make a Polaroid that I want to get, camera shit, and then they make a like old school film on a 3-leg tripod set. And I'm like, that's the type of shit that I would like put in the bookshelf in the living room.
My wife
Like,
gets me the Star Wars bus.
yeah.
So it's like the Mandalorian helmet,
Yeah.
Nice.
Darth Vader's helmet, like, and they have a little display pack on the front.
Yeah.
Like I want the Millennium Falcon, like the big one, right? Like I want one.
The big one's way bigger than that.
Well, whatever. But I
It's-
want. I
That's
want-
like the normal one.
Yeah.
The big one is like
Yeah.
Then there's the Death Star.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Like I think that would be like I would sit down and put that.
100%.
my one of my buddies has the Super Star Destroyer, and it's on the coffee table in his living room, and it's a big coffee table, and this thing literally is tipped. Like if you set it on our podcast table, there'd be like a foot on each end. It's fucking
Wow.
massive. And he bought it for himself, and he spent like a month and a half building it. He would get home from work and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do that. Like when my grandkids get the little Lego sets, like fuck yeah, I'm helping. You.
yeah, there's the big one. There's the Super Star Destroyer. So it's the UCS Executors
Like how much
Super
is that?
Star Destroyer.
Find a price.
It's like $1,100.
Yeah, they're fucking crazy expensive.
I don't think you can buy the UCS Star Destroyer anymore.
Oh,
Amazon to the
Well,
left,
secondary
bottom to the
market.
left, next row to the left.
like there's still people that have them that never put them together.
$2,000.
Ooh, geez.
Wow. Like
Uh,
least you get-
50. It's 50 inches long.
yeah, it's like I said, it's
Weighs
fucking,
8 pounds.
It's fucking massive.
3,152 pieces.
It's fucking huge. And then
Legos are dope.
the old Death Star one, the new Death Star is fucking lame. It's like a cross section, and it's
That's 3,152 pieces. Reminded me of a meme I saw a couple days ago, and it was a note on somebody's lunch in like a break room, and it was like, "Don't eat my lunch. I have 9 shrimp and 4,652 rice." I was like, "Oh, that's awesome."
that's awesome. Justin
Aw.
gave me a Lego set like 2 Christmases ago. It was a Star Wars
Yeah.
Lego set, and it's the final scene from the 3rd Star Wars movie with the lightsaber fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan, where he loses his legs and shit, and they're on little like rock'em sock'em robot things, so you can move them around so they
Nice.
clash, and it actually like has a thing to dump fire and shit out when you kill them. Like it's
I think I gave you and Caitlin one because I was like, y'all have something to do
yeah,
on a date
and
night.
so they're fun. I still really like Lego.
I think I just found another.
The Game Boy, you can
Oh,
get it at
nice.
Costco.
That's ooh.
You can actually play it.
No,
No.
it's got a little
Oh.
screen. However, you can look it up. Somebody has already gotten one of these and modded it and actually stuck a real Game Boy in.
That's fucking.
So you can actually play Game Boy on.
That's cool.
But yeah, it's so that thing that looks like it's a real screen. It's a little like insert that slides in that just makes it look like that old screen. But you get 2
Oh,
fake
there you go.
cartridges and
Oh, I see. Yeah, the screen.
yeah.
That's awesome.
but
Yeah.
that's the type of shit though that you could be like, yeah, like
yeah, they
it's
have
almost
it,
like a decorative piece.
they have it at Costco. There's some of the Lego decorative shit that are just like, don't decorate your house with this one. It's like, look, it's a plant, and I'm like, just get a plant. Like, what are you doing? Just get a fucking plant. I can't kill this one. Get a fake plant. Still looks better
You
than
ever-
a
you guys
Lego
ever-
set on your dining room
You guys
table.
ever get into micro machines?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I had a huge collection of mine. Well,
I had a lot of
small-
micro
my-
machines.
I had a small, bountiful
Yep.
collection.
One of my neighbors in Massachusetts, his backyard,
Bountiful.
he had this like really steep sloping hill, and we used to take those and create like little cities and roads all up and down the hills and stuff. Yeah.
I used to do it with my G.I. Joes. Fuck, it pissed my mother off. So my mother used to, when we were living on post, she would do all that army wife craft shit. So we had like an ammo box on the front porch that had like a false bottom with planters in it
Right.
and shit like that. And it just became a jungle scene for my G.I. Joes. So she'd come out and you'd like fucking find Hacksaw like holding onto a plant, like he was gonna fucking jump down and take out Snake Eyes and shit in the plants. And she was like, stop fucking with the plants. And I was like, it's perfect.
No, that's not Micro Machines.
That's not.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Those are too gay.
Yeah.
Micro Machine. I had the little motorcycles. They were cool as fuck.
Yeah, Micro Machines were dope. And Mighty Max. Do you remember Mighty Max?
Mhm. There were so many little things like
Micro Machines were expensive.
they were
Especially for what the fuck you got.
Yeah.
Like it was.
I'll make sure I'm saying the right thing.
Anyways, this has gone on way too fucking
I know,
long.
right?
It was fucking,
I had to, it took me a while to
the answer is you
find the
asked
child stuff.
40 something children if they still do children shit, and it's like it's not kid shit. It's just
No, it's adult.
I just got into adult stuff really early. So
I'm real mature for my
But
age.
man, when I was 10, if somebody would have gave me a $2,000 Lego set, that would have been fucking.
Hell yeah.
Well, when you were 10, you could have bought every Lego set for $2,000.
That's also true.
Because that one back then, if they had it then, I don't know if they did or not, it was probably like $49.
UCS and all that shit didn't exist back then.
Yeah.
This has turned into one of those like because adults are still into all the shit. It's essentially our whole generation grew up and just went like, well, I couldn't afford the $40 Lego set from Walmart when I was a fucking kid, but now I can buy the $2,000 fucking Star Destroyer. So
Yeah.
fuck you. And there's shit I still want from when I was a kid. Like I still want the goddamn Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles battle wagon
My brother had one.
because I never got one and I still want one. I also still want the USS Liberty.
Yeah, the G.I. Joe
The G.I. Joe
I had
aircraft
one of
carrier.
those.
I want the fucking aircraft carrier. Like if I could find one of those now,
The flight deck is still in my dad's basement, and if you flip it over, it works perfect to catch oil if you're rebuilding a motorcycle.
nice.
And I used it for that, not knowing what they were worth.
Oh.
It's bananas what those things
Yeah.
are worth if they're complete.
Like we literally ripped it apart because we were like, I get rid of this fucking thing, you know what I mean? And then like I turned it over and I'm like, actually, I can use this.
catch can.
And I had a 1970 CD750.
Oh,
Yep.
USS Flag.
Oh, $3,500.
I know, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
God, I wanted one of those so bad when I was a kid.
It didn't suck.
Wow.
I did have the Star Wars Sandcrawler playset that unfolded into 3 levels. And there was a G.I. Joe version of it too, the big mobile command center, but I had the Star Wars one.
Yeah.
Also, that's the other thing. When we were kids, toys were way cooler when we were fucking kids than they are now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The coolest toys I had was when Transformers got real big, and it was it would be a car that had the wheels worked in the whole 9, and then you could transform it into the robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They dumbed them down so much.
Oh yeah, now it's like fucking pull the arms out, pull the legs out. It's like
Yeah.
oh look, it's real. No, like,
Like,
I had
I
to,
wanted Optimus Prime so bad.
yeah.
I had the Optimus Prime that had the trailer and it unfolded into the fucking command station. I did have that.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Anyway,
All was like, oh, fuck.
Real quick, want to highlight some of our Patreon supporters. We also had another one come in. So Logan bought us a drink.
Yeah.
Carl bought us a drink.
Thanks, Carl.
Cameron bought us a drink.
Thanks,
and
Cameron.
good old Dick and Bouse.
Dick.
Bottle service from the big dog.
Big
Much
Dick and Bouse.
appreciated.
More like Dick and Boss, am I right?
Damn
Yeah.
right. Damn right.
well, thank you, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate all that. Hope you guys enjoyed our throwback to
Yeah.
kid toys.
Hour long of us just going like, you know, it was awesome.
Ooh, comment down below. What was your favorite toy as a kid?
Yeah, the ultimate toy.
The
that you
ultimate
never
toy.
got or
Yeah.
had.
Oh yeah, that's what
Or
I
that
want to
you
know.
did get.
What was on the list of like, oh yeah, you got it, or on the list of like,
Yep.
there was one that I just every Christmas I asked for this motherfucker and I kept not getting it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we know you still know what it is. Everybody knows. But, well, boys, 3 little things.
Fucking smoke on.
Drink on.
God damn it.
Freedom the fuck on.
I'm gonna go play with my toys.